I'd be lying if I said I hadn't noticed how good-looking Jude was until now. I wasn't blind, even though I wasn't looking to date a footballer, and not one his age anyway. But he was good-looking. Very good-looking. And he was looking at me like he thought the same about me. That didn't hurt either. My skin prickled in the nicest possible way. A flutter of butterflies cascaded in my stomach. What were we doing here? Did you enjoy your McDonald's? What a pathetic thing to say. Better than a strip club, but nowhere near as good as looking at you. His grin was as cheesy as his line. It wasn't just me feeling this then. I wasn't making up the thickness in the air, or how my skin was burning in the best possible way. It's been a night of good decisions so far. I wasn't sure who I was saying that for, me or him. Let me make another one. Jude's hand came up to my hair, running his fingers through it until he cupped the back of my head. I knew he was going to kiss me. Now would be a good time to come to those senses I was meant to have. Only they didn't seem to be working. Or rather, I didn't want them to work. So I did what might be a future mistake. I looked up at him, his blue eyes glinting, his smile tinged with a whisper of mischief. Only I didn't get to study it, because his lips found mine and began a kiss that made my knees not feel quite as strong as they should. I had to wrap my arms around his neck to keep me upright, so that kiss could continue. He kissed completely different to how he played, with one exception. His skill level was high. There was detail, there was care, there was control. But he was slow and calm, as if he was trying harder to read me than he had to on the pitch to read the game. Nothing like I thought a man of his age would kiss. I'd expected it to be rushed, fast, something that sought instant gratification. This wasn't that. His hand stayed in my hair, toying with it, something I loved. His other hand had dipped from my hip to my ass, where he was definitely making a thorough assessment of its tone. I could have done the same, but I didn't want to break this spell that had been cast, wanting this kiss to carry on forever. It couldn't. It didn't. He stopped, pulling his mouth from mine, looking at me like I was a rare animal he'd just enticed into the very best trap. Is this better than a milkshake? The smile that played on his lips told me he already knew the answer to that. I managed to find some of my wits. I'm not sure. I'd have to try it again.